Hello and welcome everybody back to the Eclectic Fades channel, and welcome everyone to our first show match of the channel ever. Furries versus Bronies. We got Mr. Worldwide versus Team Equestria. I've got Viper here on the line helping me co-cast this. Welcome to the stream.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. This is going to be a really interesting and fun show match, so I'm ready to get into it.
Absolutely. So, if you guys remember, I'd say it was just about a month ago, right? We held our first tournament, the RLF Open. That was to find the best team of our RL Furs Discord server, and that ended up being Mr. Worldwide. If you guys remember, that was Javian, Sharky, and Bloop. And they are going to be going up against Team Equestria, a 5-person team who might be subbing in and out as the game goes. According to their team captain, Ave, their roster consists of, their starting lineup consists of him, Rainy, and Astroneer. A couple of players that we haven't seen before, so we're going to have to see what they can bring to this match.
Yeah, I mean, it should be exciting. Like you said, we haven't seen most players on the side of Equestria yet, so it'll be interesting to see how they do on the field. And I don't know if they've played in any of these players have played in a show match before, but at least we know Worldwide's has some tournament experience of being on a stream. So hopefully we'll see if that factors into how they perform today. But it should be a good matchup. So.
Yep, well, I'm going to get this lobby ahead and set up. What do you think that the Mr. Worldwides are going to have to do to make sure that they take this game? It is only a best of 7. That's all we're going to be doing today. What do you think they're going to need to focus on?
Honestly, if they play like they did in the tournament that we hosted, I think they're going to be fine. I don't know, because like I said, I haven't seen Team Equestria play before, so I think it's going to be a lot of just Mr. Worldwide's needing to figure out what they need to adjust after game 1 and going from there, because like you said, this is a best of 7, so they have the time to adjust if they need to, but a lot of it is just the unknown of Equestria, right? Like, we don't know how they're going to play, we don't know how they're going to move, stuff like that. So I think game 1 is going to be a really good time for both of these teams to kind of ease into it for the show match and just kind of figure each other out. So expect game 1 to be a little slower and then ramp up as the series continues. So that's my prediction.
Sounds good. I'm sending out the lobby info to everyone. And then once everyone is in, we will be good to go. I'm just gonna DM Vise this, DM Bloop this, Javian, and then Sharky. I'm definitely interested to see what happens today. I'm very confident on Mr. Worldwide's playing as well as they can do.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously the biggest difference, right, is that there's some dollary dues on the line this time. There's $100 to the winning team. So I am assuming you'll take care of that, Fade. I don't know any of the back end info on that, but yeah. So one of these teams is going to be walking away $100 richer, which is cool, super sweet. So yeah, it looks like we're just getting the teams in. And then we will likely just be able to get started. Rexpo, yeah, this is a best of 7. So no like resets, no nothing. It is just straight up first to 4. Very standard. So I imagine the only thing that may change is like if we go to game 7, we'll probably just move it to Champions Field. Because like why not, right? But otherwise, yeah, this is a very standard like best of 7. No, nothing weird. Just mono.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Sorry, I'm just kind of typing here. And we will be. This is gonna be a bit different for me for the front end because unlike a lot of our games last time, I am going to be rotating maps throughout the series. We're gonna try and make this as official as possible. As it looks like we do have everybody in. Avid, the sub for Mr. Worldwide is trying to see if he can join the server. Because he wants to be able to watch as well. So I'm going to make sure that he can join in if he can. I don't know if there's a server limit on how many people can be in a server.
I'm not sure.
I
think there is a cap, but...
I thought it was like 10, so he should be good.
That sounds right.
And I just got to make sure that everybody knows when they can play.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna message a couple of these guys as soon as we can get that. Okay, so we've got everybody in the lobby. Everybody's waited. Everybody's been very patient waiting for this day to come.
Now it's time. It's so exciting. I'm ready. Back in the saddle.
And I'm gonna let them know they can join. And then we will be getting into it, guys.
I'll wait for one of them to join first, and then we'll hop in ready for this action. Yeah, I mean, I'm just interested to see how this Team Equestria team plays, just because, like, you know, like we discussed before, it's like, you know, they have two people who are subbing in that might be a little bit of a lower rank. So it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of adapt and how much they've really played together before this. So we'll see. I'm really excited. Show matches are always super fun. And yeah, we'll go from there. I think Sharky has a question for you about the server.
Oh,
Fade.
Yeah, if you guys want to check, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Thing is I can't change the time on it, so we're gonna have to let it go all the way down if we do check the server, because I can't restart. But we can. It looks like everybody's just joining. But it looks like it's good. If we need to change the server, Joshy, we can do that. We can restart. But it looks like we're just gonna get ready to go.
Yeah, I mean...
Alright, let's just go to spectate and just go on in.
Alright, he says it's good, so we're just gonna hop right into it.
Alright.
And here we go.
On to our show match. Let's see exactly what we got going on here. Team Equestria versus Mr. Worldwide's best of 7 to take home $100. And we're gonna start with Sharky going for a shot, and he is gonna be able to nail that shot, but it will get saved. Bloop is gonna be in the back line, passing it forward. In for the double tap, not quite there. Javian, another save. Insane defense already coming out.
I don't know if you saw that, but I believe Asheneer like dropped down off the top bar and actually got a save. That was a crazy touch. I don't know who exactly that was. I'm still trying to see the names. It was Rainy. That was a crazy second touch off the side there, but so far this game is not going slow like I thought it was going to. It has been gas 100% every single second since kickoff. I can't believe we're only a minute into this game already. We've had like 4 shots on net. It's been absolutely insane.
And Sharky Boy and Blue both up for it. Astroneer getting a touch on the ball. It's going into the corner. Abe is trying to take control here. They pass it back to Rainy, who's going to back pass. Astroneer is going to be on the back line. A demo coming out already from Javian. Bloop going to miss the ball. Back line open. And now
definitely going to be interesting, because I think that was something we highlighted during the tournament, is that this team, Worldwide's, like to play physical. I think we saw a lot of demos from them early on in the tournament. They really set the pace, and Bloop gonna start us off in the series here with a first shot. That's a nice hesitation there. You saw this game has been going so quick all the time. I like the hesitation going low. Sharky playing a little bit of interference there, and it's gonna give them exactly what they need to go up by 1 in this game number 1.
And we'll go on into next kickoff. 3:25 remaining. And Sharky gonna try and take control here in the corner. A good 50 against Ave here. Sharky passing out to midfield. Javian with the shot, blocked by Astroneer. Rainy gonna put it up ahead. good counterattack potential coming out, but Mr. Worldwides have all rotated back, and now it's their turn to be on the offense. So Sharky Boy and Javian will connect on the midfield pinch. Abe trying to get up for that touch. The shot comes in, saved by Bloop.
And another demo from Worldwides. I mean, that's 2 already unanswered. And that kind of stuff on those defensive rotations, that's what they need to do if they're getting caught out on these really aggressive attacks, to be quite honest. They need to go for things like these demos, and so far it's working out, but I do get a little worried if it's going to bite them soon if they're not careful. Again, with that double commit, could be those game 1 jitters, you know, pretty standard here. Is that a goal? Oh my goodness. I thought that was going in for sure, but crossbar the hero for the Mr. Worldwides. Sharky going to get that touch. No flip coming of it. I do like that Team Equestria is actually, I feel, looking for each other very well on the field. Like, they're not really generating many offensive opportunities, but like you'll notice on defense, they're going for some of these pass plays. And you know what? I think the curse is alive and well, because as soon as I start talking good about Equestria, they get scored on. So I think that's just going to be what it is this series.
A very nice flip reset coming out from Javian. You can see both of the Team Equestria members up in that close corner to him. No one being back far enough just to get that touch. They will have to work on those rotations a little bit. As you said, they are getting a lot of passes out to each other. They have been a team for quite a while, as far as I know. And as we say anything, Abe going to come in and cut that score in half. And I think this was a really nice read. I think they were going to go for a passing play, and then Abe just takes it off the corner. Yeah. Very good read from him.
I mean, and what did I say? You know, how are they going to respond to these demos? And what do? They come out and get an immediate demo on the keeper there, makes it a 2v3, and Abe with a nice read off that corner bounce, like you said. And just like that, they're within 1. And I think that that's a great response on the side of Team Equestria. That's exactly what you want to see. And we'll see if they can keep up the pressure here. And how will Worldwides respond? It's a nice shot by Abe, but nothing coming of it. Sharky going to have a nice save here. No boost, though. I think in those situations, you want to try and play for a slow ball. Like, we kind of saw Abe do it early in this game. And Sharky, okay, I don't know what's going on. They're just sending the house for these demos, which is interesting considering they're up by 1, but we'll see how Equestria can weather the storm. And so far, not doing a terrible job.
I think Mr. Worldwide's game plan here is to show fast-paced aggression off the start. Try to keep that confidence up. It is a very big confidence game when it comes down to it. Once you have that feeling that you can do anything, you just start going for the most insane stuff, and it's always nice to see these mechanical players able to nail those shots. And already in our community games earlier, we saw Sharky starting to ramp up a little bit as the games went on for about 40 minutes before the series started. So, yeah. You know he's warmed up. I know that these members of Team Equestria, they've been doing some scrims, they've been playing some people. Oh, so close coming out. But we know that Team Equestria knows what they're doing. They're going to try and get some passes out. It looks like that seems to be their game plan, and it's worked out a couple of times. As another pass, almost out, but stopped by Javian. You can see a lot of midfield passing coming out from them. And now Abe to Astroneer. The ball is going to hit the ground, and Worldwides are going to take that first game.
I mean, a close game. Definitely a lot faster pace than I was expecting, right? I mean, I thought that game was going to be super slow. They were going to warm themselves up into it, figure out how Equestria was going to play, but no, they just sent it. And I mean, we saw probably, what, like 6 demos that game in total? And I mean, Equestria did a great job of responding. They just need to be able to convert those into more offensive opportunities, right? That only goal was off of a really nice read from Abe off the corner. So they need to, you know, keep doing what they're doing and looking for their teammates on those passes and those defensive counterattacks, but they need to start turning those into offensive opportunities if they want to come back.
Yeah, I definitely think that if they could get some demos on that back line, it's definitely going to help. The passing plays have been showing up, and they do look very good to start. I think that it just needs a little bit more refinement, and I think they'll be pretty good. It doesn't look like there's going to be any sort of subs coming into this next match. So we're just going to continue on and see what else they can bring. It was still a very close match, only 2-1 at the end of the day. A lot of the shots coming out from Worldwides, but at the same time, Rainy was the best going out on Team Equestria with 3 shots, so it's not like they're getting no pressure at all. They're definitely getting some offensive chances.
Yeah, and I mean, 8 shots to 6 that game, it wasn't even that bad, I think. It's just, you know, more conversion opportunities equals more goals for Worldwides, and I think if they can keep that offensive pressure up, they're going to win this series very fast. But Equestria, you know, their defense is solid. It's just they need to start converting those counterattacks, and I hope that they can clean that up for game 2 here. So we'll see what they can do. But until then, I believe we will have a kickoff ready to go here in just a second.
Yep, here we go with game number 2. Mr. Worldwide's up by 1 in our best of 7 for $100. And we're going to start with Blue taking control off the kickoff. Rainy going to get that ball over to Mr. Worldwide's side. It goes laterally across the field. Javian will take control into the corner. Trying for that pass out. It's down off the ceiling. Astroneer, a perfect touch coming out from him. And Sharky Boy going to take a dribble. It's past Abe. It's past everyone, and Sharky Boy is going to score the first.
Talk to him. That was crazy. I mean, look at the control, right? That immediate jump and stop on the sidewall to keep that ball slow and keep that ball on their car. The whole dribble gets 1-2 flicks to get it through all 3 Equestria defenders there for goal number 1. And Sharky definitely warmed up now if he wasn't before.
And now Astroneer getting a 50 with Javian. It's over into the corner. Javian getting past 1. Ave trying to stall out as much as possible, allows team to get back and get some boost. But it's stuck in the corner. An interesting touch coming down from Astroneer off of the corner, putting it midfield, trying for a pinch here. Rainy and Ave almost connect on that. And we can see a miss coming out from Sharky Boy. That's definitely going to throw off their momentum a little bit. It's Ave with the pass out to Rainy. Rainy's going to score. And that was an excellent counterattack.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take those opportunities where you can get them. That's a clean carry by Ave, and Rainy, way to be there on the side. And that all stems from Sharky not being able to pick up that corner boost. Did not have enough speed to make it to that corner. So just like that, we're tied up 1-1. And a rare defensive blunder from the side of the Worldwides, but we'll see how they can recover here. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Still tons of Rocket League to play in game number 2.
And Blue going for the insane Coacher pinch. It almost goes into the net. It's just a bit high. Lofted a bit too far. Now Javian gonna touch that to the other side of the field, but Rainy already there. And another missed touch. But who was that? Astroneer, I think, went up for the ball a little bit too early. It's past Rainy. Sharky Boy, I think he was trying for the redirect and just couldn't quite get the angle. Now Blue trying to take control. No touch on the ball here. It's going to go to Ave, who flicks it past 1. Rainy is there, down past another. And Blue just able to get the touch in the last second. And we're definitely seeing a lot more aggression coming out from Team Equestria this game.
Yeah, I think if you're the side of Equestria, you need to keep this pressure going. I think this is the only way you beat the Worldwides, and if I'm the Worldwides, I am telling my team to calm down. That demo is a great opportunity. Play the ball slow. A lot of your opportunities this series have come from playing slow instead of trying to force it down 24/7, right? So you know that this Equestria team is good at defense. You need to try and create those opportunities by getting good 50-50s. However, Jay might just score anyway. What is this setup from Bloop here? All these pinches, these have been insane. Like, what is that?
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. It seems like Bloop is the pinch merchant today, as that's the second great one we've seen coming out from him to pass that up to Javian. And Javian, just a well-placed shot down into the back of the net. As we go into our next kickoff, half the game remaining. Astroneer not going to be able to get a touch here. And Abe going to get past Blue, but Javian will be there.
Not the greatest touch from Jay, but gets a demo on his way out, so honestly, it's kind of worth it. However, Sharky with another miss. Seems to be a little off this game, but had that good shot in the beginning, getting to their first goal, but has had a couple defensive errors. See if they can clean that up as the series goes on.
And now, Astroneer gonna take control here. Going for the air dribble, and it will go in, tying the game up with 157. And honestly, I'm kind of wondering, while this is an amazing hot shot air dribble, I'm kind of wondering where the defense is from Mr. Worldwide's there.
I mean, yeah, it's just Bloop didn't go up to contest that dribble. He waited, and I mean, it just kind of bites him there. As the hesitation on defense seems to be the Achilles heel for the side of the Worldwides this series. We'll see how much the Equestria team can take advantage of it. Tie game with a minute 40 left to go here. We may have our first overtime of the series. Sharky, though, going to try and make something happen. A double commit. Well, I guess triple commit technically from the side of Equestria, but thankfully Abe able to get back to that in time. A miss from Bloop. Sharky going to try and bring this to the corner here, but not really much happening with it so far, although that demo may open something up. So far, though. I like the slower play. Sharky, nice touch. I like the idea, right? I mean, if you're Bloop there, you know that there's probably no way that ball goes in the net. So I like Sharky trying to go for a play there and make something happen, but unfortunately it doesn't work out. Another miss from Sharky. Everyone just seems to be missing this ball. I don't know what's going on here.
And I think Nerds may be playing a little bit of a role here, as we're seeing a lot of whiffs coming out on the ball in these last couple of minutes.
What is happening?
Yeah, I definitely think that Nerds might be playing a role. It is tied with less than a minute left. They definitely want to take this to an overtime here. As the ball goes sliding past the goal. Astroneer's going to have it pass too, but Bloop has rotated back. He's going to take control of this ball. Ave going to be up to challenge. And it's past Javian. I think these rotations coming out from Mr. Worldwide are a bit far aggressive upfield than I would like from them. But it seems to be working out. As I say anything, the Castor Curse comes alive, and Javian will take a third goal for Mr. Worldwides.
And I mean, that's a beautiful shot, too, right? They're punishing. Both of these teams are just running these near post rotations. And especially if they're both going to play as aggressively as they are, they're going to get punished for them every time, like you saw there. That was a perfect shot from Jay. Don't get me wrong. Credit to him for that one. But if one of the Team Equestria rotate far post there, they probably have a much better chance of saving that ball.
Oh, okay, and there we go. What happened?
Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, right? Because again, we see it happen, right? We see Sharky rotates near post, can't make it to the ball in time, and no one's left back in net for the side of the Worldwides, and they get scored on it. It's a tie game once again with 20 seconds left.
And Sharky, you have to remember, I think he might be the only person in this server right now that is going to be having a ping difference, as he is the EU player right now, coming in for Mr. Worldwide. So that may be playing a little bit of a role. The server seems pretty good. But we go 3-3 in the last 10 seconds. Bloop is going to shoot it downfield. Is Abe going to be there? He's going to own goal. No. And devastation comes out for Team Equestria as that wasn't going into the net. Abe goes to the jump here. Oh, it was going in the net. My bad. He was so close. Coming up for that save. It was hard to tell
from our director angle. It was hard to tell from the director cam angle. But from my perspective, it looked like that ball was not going in. It was going to bounce in and out of the crossbar. But that's a pass to Rainey. No one's gonna hit it! How many? We needed a whiff tally for this game. I think there was like 10 whiffs this game.
Yeah, there were definitely... I don't know what happened
between game 1 and game 2, but that was interesting to say the least.
There were definitely a lot of whiffs that game. And all in all, I mean, a very, very close game, coming down to the last couple of seconds. And I think we saw good things from both those teams. They just need to clean up a bit of the whiffs.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is that, right? I mean, Equestria looks like they have a game plan now, though, which is good, right? They finally want to move that disruption to the offensive half of the field and look for those 3v2 opportunities. And I think that's how they're going to win games in this series, because right now, facing them straight up, they just can't do much. They need to start taking advantage of these defensive missteps from Worldwides, and those demos are a great way to do it. And like I said earlier, you know, if they're going to keep rotating near post, they're going to keep getting punished for it. So we'll see how they can adapt as the series goes on. But right now, Worldwide's looking very comfortable in this series, up 2-0.
Yeah, and I think you got a good point. I do think that we might see this go at least to a game 6, I'm hoping. This looks like that Worldwides have been a bit dominant on the offensive side of the field, but we're going to have to wait and see how much those defensive whiffs really do cost them in the end. I definitely think as long as they calm down, take their time with their touches, I think they're going to be able to do well this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, I think we're ready to just jump right in. Yeah, they're not even wasting any time. We're going to get right into kickoff here for game number 4. And like you said, this is a crucial game. Or game number 3, sorry. This is a crucial game because if Worldwides win this, they're on series point. And that puts them one step closer to that $100. So we'll see how they're feeling about that pressure. Because closing out a series can be just as hard as finishing it, and never mind, immediately 5 seconds in, Sharky hits a banger. What is this?
And it's the exact same situation that we get from the start of last game. Sharky showing some mechanical brilliance there. A great read on where that ball's going to go, placing it right into the back of the net with a glorious little double tap. And as you did just say, this is game 3. If Mr. Worldwides win this, Team Equestria is going to have to reverse sweep to get anything out of this. And $100 on the line for these teams. I would have kind of thought that you might want to bring a sub in, taking 2 games out, but it looks like they're all comfortable, which you do love to see. They're definitely communicating well, and Bloop getting a far touch here. It goes over to Rainy. Rainy's going to have it up on the corner. Can't quite get the touch, though, but it throws Bloop off a little bit. And Sharky Boy, all 3 of Mr. Worldwides here in that corner.
Oh, this could be bad for Worldwides. Oh, what a save from Bloop, though. That was a hard read. You just had to send it. This might be a breakaway opportunity, though. Dribble. I like the idea, though, from Sharky. I like the idea.
Yeah, you can see him going for the Fripley set on that to try and take it a bit low. Unfortunately for him, Abe did see it coming and played patient enough. Now, another bump coming out here. A 3-man passing play stopped by Javian to keep it into Equestria's side. And Sharky Boy going to be up for it off the corner, but a double tap here. It's going to throw off Javian here. Ashtoneer going to have to take the chance to try and move it out. Gets the air dribble over to Abe. The shot is off. Rainy in with another shot stopped by Sharky Boy. And those are some opportunities that are missed by Team Equestria here. You're going to have to see them try and do a little bit better on these rotations going forward if they want to take this game 3. Still 1-0 with 3:10 on the clock. And
yeah,
now,
I mean, almost a double touch from Sharky, but you can kind of feel Equestria starting to feel the heat a little bit, right? We're seeing a little bit more of the double commits. We're seeing a little bit more of the weird touches, even on the defensive end. And just right there, we saw a whiff. That's a nice demo from Blue. But, oh, wait, that's just a shot. I don't think he can get back in time, but he has no boost. Ashtoneer has no boost. Oh, that is tragic. And Team Equestria is going to wish they had that one back.
And Ashtoneer doing well to take the wave dash, realizing that he didn't have boost. I think if he did that a little bit sooner, he would have had that another goal going by the wayside here as Rainy takes a touch over to the side of the net. There's definitely some chances here. They're definitely getting some ability here as Ashtoneer is going to get it past another one. The back line is open. But once again, the defense of Mr. Worldwides is starting to come out. And we definitely saw that from them in the RLF Open. Their defense was on another level compared to the other teams. And that is one of the most crucial things that they had in securing their win over the Postronauts at the end. And now, Abe trying to get it over to Rainy. Abe's going to be last back here. Going to have to protect this net. Going high over 1, but no boost. As the ball bounces out towards that blue net, Bloop is going to take control. A pinch coming out once again. Another shot!
No!
Javian with a missed touch on his own side. That's going to be the second own goal we see this series. And it's definitely a hard read to come out. I don't think Javian thinks it's going to come down like that.
Oh, absolutely not.
So, Team Equestria tying it up with 140.
Very unfortunate for the side of the Worldwides, but, you know, they're kind of even now. Blue's going to have to hustle for this one, but thankfully should be good. Is Sharky pre-jumping? They are. Oh, my goodness. Definitely feeling themselves after that first goal. I like the confidence, but, I mean, yeah, Sharky has just felt in the driver's seat this whole match for the side of Worldwides. And, you know, they kind of need games like this from him sometimes, because, you know, I feel like the Worldwides, I think that was one of the things I pointed out in the tournament, is they really struggled with goal accuracy and shooting accuracy. So when Sharky has games like this, it's a really good booster for the side of the Worldwides, and that's going to be a bar down for Ashtoneer. What a shot. Just sends it right by Blue. I want to see what... Or Javian, sorry. Just could not recover in time. Bloop unable to make the save, a little too low on that ball.
And if you did notice, it was a bit of a double connect between Bloop and Javian right there. If Bloop hadn't jumped for the ball, he would have had an easier time of getting back to it. He had to rotate back around his own corner to get to the net. So a couple of defensive mishaps once again, but Sharky trying once again, and Sharky is going to shut us up with another excellent goal.
Someone check him PC. This is absolutely insane. I mean, just come on. It's almost from the same spot for 2 of his goals this game. That is insane.
And you can't even check his PC because this man is playing on Xbox. He must have the developers putting in some extra code for him, it looks like. And Javian
in that thing.
Oh, another shot going a bit high from Javian. And now Bloop is going to have sole possession of this ball here, but demoed. That's a great demo. Javian's going to be back here for it. Abe is going to be up as this game has hit a high octane level of pace here and definitely is sped up from what we were getting halfway through this game. Javian going to try and get it midfield. Sharky's there. Astroneer's going to be last back. Abe is going to put it over to the side. No touch coming out from him though. Bloop with minimal boost is going to do what he can. And it's something out again. It's still tied. They're wanting to take this to an overtime. They don't want a repeat of last game. Bloop is going to hit it off of the corner. That net's open. Javian with the shot.
No, it's too low. It's too low. And we go into overtime in game number 3. This is such a crucial game for both of these teams because this either means tournament point or Equestria prevents the sweep. They need this game really bad, and I think going into OT after the performance Sharky has had is like best case scenario for Team Equestria, right? But the question has been since game 1, right? Can they finish the job? Can they convert these offensive opportunities? We saw a little bit of hope in this game number 3. They looked really good on some of these dribble plays. Jay playing it slow, good 50, but thankfully Astroneer is there for Team Equestria. Bloop gonna put this center. Can Sharky find the angle? It's a little wide, and I am a little worried here if I'm on the side of Team Equestria. We're running low on boost. Not much in the tank. 3 people just sitting in net. Jay gonna try and drop it down, but nothing happening there. Sharky gonna get a good 50. And yeah, I mean, Equestria is still starved on boost. Rainy able to get that full pack, I believe, but unfortunate 50 from Bloop should buy Equestria some time. They have been stuck on their own half. He just whips the ball in midfield. That's a free shot for Jay, and that's gonna be game. What a way to end this insane game 3.
I'm speechless, honestly, right there. They look so good back on the defense, and Rainy, I thought they had that touch easy, but I don't think they expected it to go up as far as they could, as it did. And I mean, that's just an easy shot coming out at the end from Javian. And as we've said, Mr. Worldwide's now on match point here. Team Equestria are going to have to reverse sweep to win this show match. And, of course, the games have been getting closer and closer as we've been going on. And this was the closest one we've had yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been what I've been saying since game 1, right? I mean, they just have to start converting their offense. We see here, like, 8 shots, right? 2 goals to 11 shots and 3 goals on this side of Worldwide. So, really, that's the biggest thing they're struggling with. Like, I think their defense is fine. Like, I mean, they've done all they could. Like, Sharky just had a freak of nature shots for those 2 goals. And I mean, there's only so much you can do about that, right? Like, yeah, sure, maybe you could have read the first touch, but otherwise, I mean, it's just an insane performance from Sharky there. And not really too much you can do about that, but the same end, you know, they got to start converting. At the end of the day, you know, goals win games, and defense can only bring you so far. So hopefully Equestria can step it up here to prevent the sweep, but we'll see what happens.
As we start getting ready for game 4, I did say I was going to change the servers. I ended up not, or changing the maps. I ended up not doing that just because it would be a bit too hard for me to get through all of those, and I don't know exactly what maps people might have issues with. I know that there are some lag differences on some of them. It looks like there is a chance that we're going to have a sub coming in here for Team Equestria, as Pads has joined the server. Pads, a member of our community casted games. We've definitely seen some good stuff coming out from them in our games, so I think that there's a good chance here that Team Equestria brings them in and hopefully stands a little bit more of a chance here. Obviously, the games have been very close, and I think that might be just what they need to put a little bit of a spin on this series as people are joining, and it does look like Pads is going to be subbing in for Rainy here as we get into game number 4. All to play for here from Mr. Worldwide's. And here we go. Game 4. Win for Mr. Worldwide's, and you've taken the show match. Lose, and you have to keep playing. As Astroneer already going to try and get a pass out. Pads is going to be playing this backline here. And I wonder if they're having Pads come in for the defensive ability that a GC2 can bring to the table.
I mean, you already saw there, like, Pads playing that slow to play around the flick there from the side of Sharky. I mean, you can already tell the much more calmer demeanor coming out. Maybe that's the stability they need, and that's a whiff from Pads, though. Can they convert? Astroneer gonna clean it up as Pads gonna try and go for a counterattack here. Nice pre-jump from Pads. JV gonna be a little awkward on the backboard here, but manages to clear it out to Sharky. Gonna leave it as Bloop gonna put this one main. I don't know why I said main, midfield. But Bloop gonna have a miss. This is a good opportunity for Pads. Full boost. What can they do here? Nice first touch, but not much. As JVN gonna find a nice touch there on defense. I like this aggression, though. Worldwides need to start playing more aggressive, especially if Pads is on the ball. They need to not give them room to breathe, right? I mean, I think that's the biggest thing you see with high-ranked players is that lower-ranked players just give them too much time on the ball. Even if you miss, it's better if you just go and miss than not go at all and give them all the time in the world, because they will score on you, right? So I like this aggression coming out from Worldwides. I hope they can keep this up. Let's see if boost management will come into play later this game, though. And
Bloop trying to put it down. It goes over to Abe, but back to Bloop. Mr. Worldwide's continuing possession here. Now Pads trying to clear that out, but it's going to go over to Sharky Boy, who can't get a touch on the ball. That's a hard read coming out from him. Bloop over to the corner. And Javian going to be able to clear it to midfield. Sharky Boy, a good demo coming out from him. And Javian's going to get that 100 boost. Pads clears up to Abe with another 50. And definitely, with the game already tied, you can see...
Nice shot.
I shouldn't have said anything! I say the game is tied, and what happens here? But the cast occurs. A really great pass out from Bloop. Astroneer tries to get it, but the backflip puts it into the back of the net.
So unlucky from this side of Equestria. That's like 2 own goals we've seen from them now, so... This feels like the RL Open tournament all over again. There were like 3 own goals in that series, right? So.
Oh, absolutely. But I am confident that Team Equestria should be able to get a little bit more onto this ball as a 50 comes out from Pads. The shot goes in from Abe, stopped by Sharky Boy. Abe's going to put it to the corner. Astroneer, pass out to Pads. Pads is there. Look at the shot. Pads scores and ties the game.
Automatic. That's just automatic coming out from Pads. I mean, just a beautiful touch from Astroneer, beats Jay. Bloop. By the time that ball's off the backboard, you're already too late. Might as well just stay in net and try to pre-jump it, but unfortunately just too slow. And that's that speed that I was talking about, right? You gotta respect the speed coming out from this Team Equestria team now. So we'll see if they can keep up the pace.
And we'll see if that goal gives them any sort of confidence moving forward, as they seemed like they were on the back line a bit lacking in that. Seeing that they brought in a sub and everything, you would think that the mental was a little bit not to be there. And this might not help. Javian's going to score another one for Mr. Worldwide's. 2 up with 2:18 left.
Little scary from Jay there. Looks like he saw the read, but he just couldn't get his car quite right. But all he needed to do was put it on net, and that's exactly what he did. And that's an easy 2-1 lead for the Worldwides. Again, this is series points. So if they win this, this is a 4-0 for the side of the Worldwides, and they will be $100 richer. Nice shot from Pads, unfortunately. Not quite on target. But, again, it's can they keep up the pace that Pads is going to bring into this game? That is the question. And they've been handling the heat well so far. But I think, like I said, they just need to slow the ball down. If they just slow the ball down, they'll be doing okay. If they make Equestria waste a lot of that boost, that offensive pressure will convert into goals as Equestria starts to get starved at a boost.
And as you said right there, Pads having to waste a lot of boost to make sure that doesn't go to the backboard. As the ball continues moving forward, it's going to be a pass to Astroneer, who passes it down to Abe. The shot, it's high, but Pads will be there.
Oh, what a save.
Shot saved by Bloop. And that was an excellent little team play coming out. I honestly kind of wanted to see them score that because it was amazing. But Abe gonna take a touch. It's going over to Astroneer.
I like Bloop going for these pitches all series long. It's been great to watch. But, you know, that was a great series of offensive plays by Equestria, but unfortunately, Patch just put it right to Bloop. Even with no boost, Bloop is able to just jump up and find that save very easily. And Bloop gonna try here, gonna play slow. Pass this one. Sharky a little too close to mid here, as Abe gonna take this with 12 in the tank. They probably don't think that he's that low on boost, but Sharky able to clean that up. Bloop needs to play this slow, opts to pop it to the corner instead. That's kind of what I was talking about, right? Like, easily Bloop could have just dribbled that ball to the corner, wasted their time, and stalled out, but instead decided to go for the more aggressive play. And thankfully, they haven't been punished for it yet, but we'll see if that theme remains true as the game goes on. 38 seconds left. If I am at Worldwides, I am just wasting time. Great dribble by Jay. Tons of time off the clock. Sharky, pop this up for Bloop. Bloop needs to waste time. That's a huge demo. A whiff from Javian, though. This could be bad, but no one on the side of Equestria is going to go for the ball as Abe going to pop this one to the corner. 19 seconds left. Can the Worldwides hang on? It's a nice flick. Pads booming clear down main. Abe, nice touch, but a better 50 from Sharky. 10 seconds left. Can they hang on? That's not a great touch.
There's a shot!
It's going to go low. It's going to go low, and Abe going to put that one in with 5 seconds left. We may be going into overtime for series point here.
And with overtime comes the potential of a game 5. And what a good shot coming out in the last couple of seconds. Good ice on the side of Team Equestria. Meanwhile, Mr. Worldwide, a little bit of a defensive blunder here. But if I'm them, I'm not really worried about it, as they have taken every game so far. Sharky Boy up.
Oh!
The save coming out from Abe.
Oh my god, Sharky had the angle there. If Abe did not stop that, that was a goal 100%.
And we are into overtime now. Offense coming out for Team Equestria to start, but Sharky Boy is going to play this slow. It's going to bounce all the way across the field over to Bloop. The shot will be wide here, and Abe's going to take control here. A demo on both sides, though. Pads, he got a free ball. Tries to go for that dunk. Abe, the shot's on to Pads. The miss. And we continue
this
playing.
This is scary for Worldwides. No one's there. Sharky, though. Popping this to Abe. Astroneer, full tank of boost. What can they do? Bloop, though, going to pop this right to Pads, though, unfortunately. Can he control? Not particularly. Good clear from Bloop. Worldwides needs to buy themselves some time. Equestria needs to keep up this pressure. That's a boomer pass to Abe. Gonna try and go for something off the ceiling here. Not much happening. Nice beat. I like the option of keeping it low, even though it didn't work out from the side of Jay. I like that play. Double commit, though, potentially. Nice one.
The miss from Sharky came out, and I thought that that could have been an opportunity, but Bloop takes it in. Now Pads puts it long downfield. We'll get the read on this and pass it out to Abe. The shot is in. Bloop for the save. Astroneer gonna challenge next. Stopped by Bloop. Pads. Bloop gets it past another one. And there's a chance. Pads is gonna be in the back line to save this. But it's over to Abe. A crucial touch. As Javian whiffs on the ball, but Sharky's gonna be the only one back.
Jay with the cherry pick. Oh! I saw it. I saw the line. I saw the line.
Playing slow.
Nice flick.
Oh. And with another crucial save, as Worldwides have all the pressure going into the second minute. And Pad's gonna have to play slow here. He's gonna try and clear it.
Open net. No, he can't find the angle.
It's a miss.
Oh. That is so sad. And now Bloop has to waste so much boost correcting himself off of that corner ball. And Jay, no boost here. Just gonna have to give up this 50 to Pads. I like the pre-jump idea. Sharky, though.
Abe's gonna be there.
Oh, that's an own goal. No,
Sharky uncles and Team Equestria takes game 4.
What did I say? What did I say? These near post rotations are gonna kill them. And what ends up happening? He tries to cut the rotation and go near post. He hits the ball and he own goals. I said it was gonna come back to bite them, and it literally did right there, in the worst way possible.
And it looks like bringing in Pads was the right move for Team Equestria as they take this game. And oh my goodness, what an insane overtime. We had offense from both teams. It sucks that it ended with a little bit of a misplay there. Definitely a bit, I can't find the word right now. Uneventful is what I'm trying to say for that goal. But we'll go into game 5 And we're going to see if Team Equestria can take this momentum into the next one, try to force a game 6. They are 1 game in, but they've got a long road to go if they want to pull off this reverse sweep.
I mean, yeah, absolutely right. Well, we'll see if this is the spark they needed. Although that was a close game, and I felt like they kept Pads relatively contained most of that game. And I mean, I think Ave putting on an insane performance. I mean, 801 points, 2 goals, 5 saves, 5 shots. I mean, that's just unbelievable. Right?
Ave definitely showing up as MVP that game for sure.
So we'll see how they fare in this next match, but they're just immediately going right into it. I don't even think Sharky loaded into the server yet.
No, he's getting in now.
There we go. Sharky will get in. Game number 5 here. Still series point for Worldwides, right? They do have to get reverse swept to lose. So they have a buffer. However, not the way you want to start, but that's a rare whiff from Ave. Is Jay going to get a nice pinch? This is potential. I like the try for the bump. Sharky also going to miss. Bloop just needs to run. Also, Bloop switching to the Fennec. Interesting decision.
Interesting based off of all of the pinches he's got that he wants to go Fennec here.
I like it. Switch it up. I felt like it wasn't really doing much. Oh, what a save from Ave. Ave has been all over the field this series, to be completely honest with you. I feel like keeping Equestria in this game. That's a nice touch from Jay. Good pace on that ball, making it 1-0 for the Worldwides. And now the question is, can they hold on to this lead? We will see. Right now, looking good for Worldwides.
As we go into the second kickoff, 4:20 remaining on the time.
Nice.
Nice. As Ave, another whiff coming out. Kind of wondering if nerves are playing a bit of a rule. And speaking of rule, a rule 1 almost started right there. Now I gotta wonder. What would that be
considered? I don't know what that would be considered, right? Because like technically that's not a rule 1. Ooh. What would that be? That'd be like rule 3 if they're on top of each other.
I think
that's rule 3. But...
I think that would be a rule 3. But let's go back a couple of seconds and talk about the insane save coming out from Pads, jumping up in the air at the last second just to get it off the top of their car, saving the shot. But another shot coming in off the corner in the post, and another pinch coming out between Astroneer and Pads. And Mr. Worldwide's definitely going to want to have that second goal there as a buffer. You know that Team Equestria has shown that they can shoot. And you can't just give them 1 goal lead. And as I say it, Astroneer coming in with a great shot off of that hot shot.
I mean, just look at what happens again. Jay cuts the rotation, goes closer. Instead of just sitting far post, just cuts to the rotation, gets greedy, and gets punished for it, right? I've been talking about this all series long, and it continues to happen. So we'll see if they can make adjustments going in through the rest of this game, but like that, that's a tied game. JVN might have a shot, though. That's a nice shot, but almost didn't. Wait, hey, no, Sharky just saved the ball! Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. That is unbelievable.
And that was Ave, I believe, on the save again, showing up for this series, as he's gotten every single incredible save that this team has needed. And unfortunate, once again, from Mr. Worldwides. I know that was a tough angle for Sharky to make. And now he's the last back. Pads is going to go for a pass here to Astroneer, stopped by Blue. Astroneer's off the corner again. Javian trying to clear this ball. It's going to go high, and Abe's going to turn off of it, not having boost. Trying to make sure that his team can rotate back. And Astroneer with the touch. Javian's going to push it high. They're trying to demo Pads on the back line. And now...
I don't know if they're just getting antsy or what, but I feel like Worldwides is playing way too aggressively. Like, I mean, look at how close they're playing to each other on these rotations. Like, on offense, you know, we look at that offensive opportunity that Sharky missed. Nice shot from Pads, though. This is crazy defense coming out from the side of Team Equestria.
This is defense that I don't think we saw even from Mr. Worldwides in the RLF Open. This is on a different level as they've all been connecting really well. And I like seeing the team synergy coming out. They're still trying to get those passing plays that they've been trying to do this entire series. But with Pads on the field, things just seem to be working out a little bit better on that defensive line. Even though Pads is not the one getting most of the saves. And now Blue, gonna try for a pass of his own. It's gonna go past 2. Astroneer waiting back patient. It's a double commit between him and Ave. Definitely time for Mr. Worldwide to put on some pressure here. As it's gonna be past 10, it's gonna be a shot. Sharky Boy is gonna score another one.
It works out. I mean, just look, right? Sharky, instead of rotating back, stays. Look at how long he gets to stay there. That's unbelievable. I don't know where the defense went from Equestria. We've seen them playing well all game, and again, we see 2 Equestria defenders rotating near post. I sound like a broken record, and it's because I am. We keep seeing the same mistakes over and over again, but keep going unpunished, and we'll see. Again, Worldwides, can they hold on to their leads? I feel like this is something they even struggled with in the RL Open, right? Multiple overtimes in that grand final, up by 1, 2, 3 goals, not able to secure wins. But Sharky seems to be learning a little bit, playing slow on that ceiling play. Jay gonna tap this up to pads. 16 boost though. No corner for him, so gonna be in a little bit of no man's land for a while here. Loop. Play this slow to Sharky. 1 minute left. Again, name of the game for Worldwide, stay alive. Overtime is not your friend here, as they have not been kind to you this series, so we will see how they fare. I like the pre-jump from Blue.
Oh, and a pass back to Astroneer.
Stay in net. Oh,
that's actually a risky, but it actually turns out to be quite effective, as the shot did come in and it went right to Javian. And I definitely think that if you're Mr. Worldwides in these last 30 seconds, you always want to make sure you have one back sitting in net. And if you're Team Equestria, you're going to want to get those passes out to pads as much as possible. It seems like
demo, though.
Almost the only person with the mechanical ability to try and score on these guys in the last second. As the last 10 seconds come down, we're on the blue side again. It's looking a lot like last game. Abe is going to go for the shot. It's up in the air. Can they keep it up? No! Javian's going to put it down, and the Worldwides will take the series.
I mean, that was as close as it gets, right? I mean, I was scared. I saw when Sharky popped that ball mid, I was like, I'm terrified. This game's going to go into OT, Abe's going to catch it, and they're going to score, and that's almost exactly what happened. However, just an unfortunate bounce from the side of Equestria, and they're not able to secure that and bring it into OT. And with that, we have our Showmatch champion, the Mr. Worldwides.
That we do. It was a great game played by both teams. Every single match was a 1-goal game. You could definitely see that there were some problems coming out at the start, but I think Team Equestria did a good job at rallying back and doing what they could to try and take it to this Mr. Worldwide's team. But this team, they just can't be stopped. We're going to have to find another team to try and bring them down, as they remain the top team of our Discord server. And we'll just have to see if anybody else has the wherewithal to try and challenge them.
Yeah, I mean, just straight up, they looked fantastic. I think there were definitely some shaky moments there for the side of for both teams, honestly. We saw a couple own goals, right? They're very similar to what we saw in the RL Furries Open final. And yeah, I mean, overall, just a fantastic show match. I think Pat's coming in really good for Equestria. They looked really solid in those last 2 games, but unfortunately just wasn't enough to seal the come back and do that reverse sweep. And Mr. Worldwide is going to come out of this $100 richer. So GG's to them. Yeah. And congrats.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna see if anybody wants to come in for a quick interview or not. I don't know just yet. I'm asking Avid right now. But yeah, $100 richer for them. Congratulations on the win. It was a great show match. Only the first for this server. Hopefully there will be more in the future. For now, though, I don't think we're going to be getting any... oh, we do have an interview. Bloop is going to be gone. So I would just have... Bloop had to get going. So it looks like Joshy and Jay are going to hop in for an interview. If they can just join a call within the server so we can pull them in. I think they're listening on stream. Yep, here they are. Here we go. We got 1. We got 2. Joshy and Jay, congratulations, guys, on your win of the show match. Let me know what you guys think about Team Equestria right now.
You go first, Joshy? Me? My opinions on Team Equestria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were a very good team. I definitely feel like they. I don't think they were playing their best, if I'm being honest. I've seen how I've definitely seen Ray, Ave, and Pads play, and I know for a fact they've all played better than what they did today. But still, overall, still a very strong team and very fun to play against.
We were concerned mostly about the demos at the start. I think out of everything, but we found a way to clap back on that, and our constant pressure, I think, was what got us the win. We were able to keep it in their half more often than not, because even the few times that they showed up on our side, they were capable of scoring. So one of our, I guess it was our best defense was keeping it, but just keeping pressure, having a good offense, keeping it on their side. But yeah, no, it was fun playing against those guys. Great team.
And so,
sounds good. Oh, go ahead, Fade. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to ask Viper if you have any questions for them.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is actually I was going to talk about the demos because I think I highlighted that I believe that was something y'all really focused on a lot in the RL First Open was that like playing really that aggressive like bump heavy demo heavy playstyle, and I felt like y'all were actually doing it really well. It sounded like you kind of flipped the script on them at least early on, where you guys really went for a lot of those like demo bump plays. So I was curious about kind of that mentality going in and trying to combat that like known demo heavy playstyle.
You know, admittedly, when I go for demos, 80% of the time I fail, but but what's good to know is that I'm at least pressuring them and maybe making them jump or get out of the way, you know. And the few times I did demo, I feel like sometimes it was an accident, but you know, just getting in their way seemed to be the best strategy against them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
fair enough.
So I have a question. So in game 3, we saw a lot of whiffs coming out from both sides there. You guys were already 2-up on the series. Were there any sort of nerves affecting you guys at that point? Or was it all mainly just the whiffs from the other team were causing you guys for the whiffs?
So, well, Josh, if you haven't, well, I'll go first, but I'll let Josh say anything afterwards. The pressure, honestly, I didn't feel as much pressured as last time. I don't know about Joshy and Blue, but just when we won the tournament for like last month, a lot of the pressure was off my chest, I feel like, and all that sort of stuff. So we came into this pretty calm, but the whiffs, I don't know. I know when Josh whiffs, there's a good chance it's because he's on 100+ ping, but I don't know. Josh, what would you have to say about that?
For me, it's like a mix of many things. Sometimes, yes, it is the ping. I will admit that sometimes it can be the ping and it throws me off. But the ping wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I expected it. If anything, I'd call it a good server because it was the lowest ping, one of the lowest servers I've had in terms of ping. Something I would say was a little bit of nerve. I feel like at the beginning of the game, I was making more whiffs than I was towards the end. Or maybe okay, yes, that last game, I may have made the most whiffs, but we don't talk about that last game. That game's non-existent. That never happened. We somehow magically won. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One thing that we learned when we were practicing, when we would like just queue rank together as a team, the whiffs do throw us off quite a bit. But that, you know, we all know what the ranked ladder is like. It's really hard to read when whiffs happen.
Yeah.
In a game, and it can just dismantle an entire play, the entire flow of the game if one person just misses the ball. It's something we try to avoid as much as we can, but we can't. You know, if the other team does it, I guess it was good that we practiced because I guess we were more aware and that it could potentially happen, and we adjusted our positioning for it.
All right, and I've got one more question for you guys. Furries reign supreme in the Furries versus Bronies Showmatch, and you guys have been showing dominance the entire last month that you guys have played as a team. You guys haven't lost a series yet. If we do further tournaments, or when we do further tournaments that are 3v3 based, should we expect to see you guys remaining together? And what needs to be done to take you guys down?
I think Joshy and I can definitely stay together. For Bloop, because he's not here, I can't really speak for him. I assume he probably would. So I think we'll keep the band together. As for taking us down, that's a good question. I think just countering our pressure. I think if you guys can pressure us, that would probably be the best way to go about it. And passing plays can throw us off too, but they usually got to be quick, fast passing plays, because they did get us a couple times with that. I think speed and pressure are probably our best counters, because it's kind of what we thrive off of. And if you can beat us at that, we can crumble. But yeah, that's what I'd say. What about you, Josh? What do you think?
Pretty much the same, really. I mean, I feel like as a team we have a really strong offense, and I mean there definitely are weaknesses in our defense. So for sure, if a team has a stronger offense than ours, then there's no doubt that'll probably be our biggest downfall. But I think other than that, though, there's not really much. I don't think else. I don't think out mechanicking any of us would work, because
I'll say struggling. I struggle on defense with 0 boost and 3s. That's definitely something that I struggle with. So if you can put me on 0 boost in front of the net, you guys can probably score on me most of the time, unless it's a 1v1.
All right. Any more questions from you, Viper?
No, I think y'all have covered everything I was wondering about. So
congrats
again, and GG's.
Shout out to everyone in chat. Thank you everyone for watching. We appreciate you here.
Yeah, shout outs to everyone watching. Shout outs to Team Equestria. What a well played game. And shout out one more time to Jay, Joshy Boy, Bloop, and Vise, who is their sub, who hasn't played any games so far. We're going to have to see what happens with him. I know he said that he wants to play in the next tournament. So I'm wondering if he's going to stick on the team, or if he's going to try and find some people to take you guys down. For now, though, I will let you guys go. Congratulations on your win. Congratulations on your $100. I will have... I'm going to see if I can get Vise to facilitate getting that to all of you guys. But that's it for now. I will speak to you guys later. Peace out.
Thank you for hosting this, Fade.
Of course. All right. Well, I want to thank you, Viper, for sticking in with me for this match. I know that you've got some stuff to do, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go for the day. Reminder to everybody that coming up at the end of the month is going to be our RLF Captain Draft. I'm not too sure if Viper's going to be able to join me for that just yet. We'll find that out later in the month, but that's going to be the last weekend of January, the 26th through the 28th. It's going to be a 3-day event, 2v2 matches. It's going to be real fun. We're still looking for signups for that, so if you're champ level or above, go ahead and DM me to get in the draft. We still need 6 more players. We've already got all of our captains. We're just looking for the draftable players. But yeah, Viper, thanks once again for joining me on this show match, and shout out anybody if you want to.
No, I'm good. I think, thanks for everyone coming out. Thanks again, Fade, for hosting this. It's always super fun. And glad I can help where I can. So congrats to the Rinser Worldwides. Hope they enjoy their money, treat themselves some nice dinner or something like that, and job well done. So we'll see how the captain's draft goes at the end of this month.
Yep, and hopefully I'll be able to see you there. If not, it's all right, but
I will be there in spirit if not.
Of course. Well, I will let you go for now. You have a good day, Viper.
Yeah, y'all too.
All right. And everybody else, we've still got a little bit of time. We've got just under an hour, so give me a couple of minutes to get up, stretch, and we're going to be back with a couple more community casted games. So I'll be right back, guys.